to fall, but watching you stand alone, all of my doubt suddenly goes away somehow. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. Time stands still, beauty in all she is. I will be brave, I will not let anything take away. Standing in front of me, every breath, every hour has come to this. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. And all along I believed I would find you. Time has brought your heart to me. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. One step closer. One step closer. I've died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. And all along I believed I would find you. Time has brought your heart to me. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more.
The kids are in town for a funeral, so pack the car and dry your eyes. I know they got plenty of young blood left in them, and plenty nights under pink skies you taught them to enjoy. So clean the house, clear the drawers, mop the floors, stand tall like no one's ever been here before or at all. And Don't you mention all the inches that are scraped on the door frame. We all know you tiptoed up to 4-1 back in 08. If you could see him now, you'd be proud, but you'd think days yuppies. Your funeral was beautiful. I bet God heard you coming. The kids are in town for a funeral, and the grass all smells the same as the day he broke your arm swinging on that kid out on the river. You bailed him out, never said a thing about Jesus or the way he's living. If you could see him now, you'd be proud, but you'd think days yuppie. Your funeral was beautiful. I bet God heard you coming. If you could see him now, you'd be proud, but you'd think days yuppie. Your funeral was beautiful. I bet God heard you coming. The kids are in town for a funeral, so pack the car and dry your eyes. I know they got plenty young blood left in them, and plenty nights under pink skies you taught them to enjoy.
Okay, this one's for Gabby. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, and the dreams that you dream of once in a lullaby. Oh, somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, and the dreams that you dream of, dreams really do come true. Ooh, someday wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble melts like lemon drops high above the chimney top. That's where you find me. Oh, somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, and the dream that you dare to, oh why can't well, I see trees of green and red roses too. I'll watch them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful I see skies of blue and I see clouds of white and the brightness of day. I like the dark and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking and singing, how do you do? They really say, I love you. I hear babies cry and I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than we'll know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Someday I wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble melts like a lemon drops high above the chimney top. That's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow, way up high. The dreams that you dare to, why, oh, why can't
There's a possibility. There's a possibility. All that I had was all I gon' get. There's a possibility. There's a possibility. All I gon' get is gon' be yours there. All I gon' get is gon' be yours there. So tell me when you hear my heart stop. You're the only one I know. Tell me when you hear my silence. There's a possibility I wouldn't know. Know that when you leave, know that when you leave, my blood and my me, you walk like a thief. My blood and my me, not fall when you leave. So tell me when you hear my heart stop.
Good evening, everyone. Oh, that's pretty loud. Sorry. All right. I'm David Chesky. I'm an assistant principal at Gold Hill Middle School in New Brooklyn pretty well while she was at Gold Hill. Her mom and dad stopped by Gold Hill last week and just came in, and we were having a conversation, and I felt like I wanted to come up and just talk a little bit about Brooklyn. And they were nice enough to afford me that opportunity. So bear with me. Thank you. So just like probably a lot of people here, when I first heard this news, I kind of broke down, was obviously in my emotions. And then when I was able to sort of rally and gather myself, I just started to think about her and memories of her and who she was and what she was while she was in the halls of Gold Hill, which is where I knew her best. Now I've seen her from time to time outside of that as well, but to speak of her and to discuss what she was like, that's kind of what I want to do. And then just leave you with a small piece of advice. So Brooklyn was a really cool kid. She was so, she was unique and authentic, and she was a very sensitive young lady, but at the same time, she was so bold and she was brave. She was not afraid to take chances and had such cool fashion all the time. Always felt like she was cutting edge, and didn't care kind of like what anybody else thought about that. And I just loved that about her. She was very cool that way. She was kind and compassionate and caring, and she knew no enemy. She was friendly with everyone, always a smile on her face. I never saw her in anything but sort of a bubbly mood. Now, that was our relationship. Now, Mr. Wrestling, who's here, worked with her quite a bit, and he may have seen her in a different light from time to time when she was dealing with things just like we all do through middle school. But with me, she was this bubbly, charismatic, almost cherubic sort of like figure. She was just a doll. And that's how I'll always sort of remember her. That's how she's framed in my mind. And, you know, that's what I'll say to you, her close friends and family, in terms of my thoughts. You know, there's going to be those days that swallow you up. There's going to be those days where that grief gets to you. That's human. That's the human condition, and we're all have to allow ourselves that as well. We have to allow that to happen every once in a while. But the way that you, I think, can prepare yourself, for those days, which will come, is just to get a Rolodex of thoughts in your head. All the wonderful things that Brooklyn was, all the wonderful things that she'll continue to be. Carry her with you in those ways. Think of her in those positive ways, those bold ways, those charismatic ways, who she was and who she'll continue to be through you. And in that, the small piece of advice, be like Brooklyn if you can in those ways. Find those fantastic things that she was and try and live that way, because I think that's the best way to continue her legacy, to take chances, to be bold, to be kind, to be caring, to be a friend, all the wonderful things that she was. So that's what I'll ask you to do, is to carry on her legacy by living your life in some of the beautiful ways that she lived hers. And she'll be missed. That's all I've got to say for you guys. Thank you so much for your time. And again, thank you for allowing me to come up here and just speak briefly about her. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Stump Epps. I'm principal at Gold Hill Middle School. I'm the principal that always gets emotional during his recognition speeches, so this is going to be especially tough. I brought water to sip on whenever I get emotional, so when we get through this speech or need a restroom break. I have such fond memories of Brooklyn in middle school. Her sixth grade year was my first year as principal at Gold Hill. She was the type of student that was always smiling, quick to talk to you in the hallways, so smart and graceful. Brooklyn would light up a classroom with her beautiful smile. She was the kind of student that just made your day as an educator. I don't know if she even knew where my office was. She was never in trouble. But that did not stop her from speaking to me at lunch or in the hallways or at school events. Her joy for life was contagious. I still remember her seventh grade year playing volleyball. She was battling for playing time, but I remember cheering like crazy when she was on the court. We asked some of her high school teachers to describe Brooklyn, and I wanted to read some of their quotes for you. They say some people possess a light so bright that it leaves an impression the very moment you meet them. Brooklyn was one of those people. Having been a part of the Fort Mill School District since fourth grade and a student here at Fort Mill High School since her freshman year, she wasn't just a face in the hallway. She was a foundational part of our school community. As a faculty, we recognized that Brooklyn was a truly exceptional human being. In our time, Brooklyn at Fort Mill High, in our time together at Fort Mill High, Brooklyn was the definition of grace. She possessed a quiet brilliance, always on task, incredibly smart, and deeply focused. She didn't just participate in class discussions, she elevated them. She had a rare gift for making those around her feel seen and heard. And she simply made people feel different by being in the room. Brooklyn was a beautiful, genuine spirit who made a tangible difference here. I think back to a lovely example, during her freshman year in an all-girls setting, she chose to share her personal story with the class. She cared so much for her peers that she knew her transparency would make a difference for them. And it did. We were thankful for her courage that day and thankful that God shared her with us. When one of her teachers thinks of Brooklyn, she remembers her limitless potential, her sweetness, and her humor. She was that rare combination of being academically gifted yet deeply kind. It was clear to anyone who met her that her abilities were boundless. She was a young woman full of promise and purpose. Another teacher described Brooklyn as truly one of a kind that showed them that excellence and kindness can live in the same soul. She always worked hard in class and could rise to any assignment she was given. She excelled at respecting others, listening without judgment, and brought an incredible work ethic to everything she did. Whenever she entered my room, the atmosphere changed immediately. She was a beacon of light, a beacon of hope to her classmates, especially those she called her friends. I'm a better person today and will be a better teacher moving forward because of Brooklyn's influence and example. Words are entirely inadequate to express our deepest condolences for our grievous loss. Please know that Brooklyn's spirit touched everyone who crossed her path. She was a sweet, funny, and remarkable person who will be sorely missed by the entire Fort Mill community. Mr. and Ms. Snider stopped by the school on the last day before Christmas break. They came to ask Mr. Chesky and I to speak at the service today, but we got a chance to just talk with them about Brooklyn outside of school. I got to hear how Brooklyn was a daddy's girl. I learned how she learned to drive a stick shift with her father. They talked about Brooklyn constantly worrying about her grades, even when she was in the hospital. She would log into Power School just to check on all her A's. I remember sitting there thinking, I can't get Carter to check Power School in between his soccer practices, and here Brooklyn is checking in the hospital. I did something wrong. As a teacher and administrator, we pour everything we have into our students. I speak to them like they're my own children, and I treat them how I want my children to be treated. It's that mentality that makes days like this gut-wrenching. It forces me to lean on my faith. I serve a powerful God, and I believe God has a plan. And I know we do not always know what that plan is, and we don't always get a say in what that plan will be. But I believe Brooklyn is watching us now. She is not in any pain. She's not hooked up to any machines. She is whole again. Here's what I think Brooklyn would want us to take from this situation. Life is precious. Let's not take it for granted. Let's live each day with a smile on our face and kindness and positivity gushing from every action and all of our words. If we all do that together, then we can make this world a better place, just as Brooklyn did when she was here. Thank you.
I'm taking the whole thing, guys. All right. I didn't even finish this, so I'm going to try my best. Thank you guys for speaking. I know she would be so excited that she's watching us be like, oh my gosh, they spoke at my funeral. This is crazy. She might say the word lit. This was lit. I didn't know what to expect today. All the faces. It's holiday. People are sick. People are on vacation. But I think we are both overwhelmed with joy and hope. This last 7 weeks, there's been ups and downs, messages. So many people have been involved, knowing step by step what has happened. And she was so strong, and she was a fighter. God took a really good one, a really special one. She was gifted and talented. Some of you may or may not know, but she was graduating this year as a junior. And the first time that she would ever want to take pictures was if we paid for these professional pictures to be taken, because she was graduating. She had her own demons she's faced with insecurities and things like that, but she overcome them and had her ups and downs with them. But she was beautiful, and she would have these pictures where she would kind of hold her face or things like that. And I'm like, she didn't know how gorgeous she was. And her smile just lit up a room. But we got these pictures, and still we have them everywhere. So I'm so thankful for that. She applied for 2 colleges. She was going to be in the medical field. She was going to do great things. Well, now I feel that due to circumstances, she's going to change the world because of something that was a flaw. And that is magical in itself. Which is true. Brooklyn, before she got on a ventilator, she asked for a backpack, and I was like, what, your backpack? She's like, yeah, I want my backpack. I'm like, okay, I'll get your backpack. It was pink. Of course it was pink. But she would text a few things and go off of Snapchat because she was on high medication for the pain. Brooklyn questioned, would she make it? Of course you're going to make it, of course you're going to make it. You're just going to do a surgery. You have blood clots. It's not a big deal. Maybe deep down she kind of knew. I don't know. She did check her grades. She had A's because she had to graduate, right? She had to go to college. When Danny and I got married, I made sure we go on vacations and made memories with our children. And I'm so thankful for that. And I'm so thankful that my daughter did live a good life. And I know she lived a good life from just making memories, friends, family, spa days, salons, massages, getting acai bowls, her whole life she had medical issues with asthma. So this one threw us for a loop. But we were brave and strong, and we talked to her every day, because they say that they can hear you, but when she was to wake up, it'd be bits and pieces of information. It might not make sense to her. But it would have made sense because we wouldn't explain it to her. She's worked when she's 14. She wasn't those kids who just called out because they didn't feel like going, or they were being lazy, or didn't have the will. That kid went to work, showed up, and did her job. Only time she ever called out of work was because she was sick or she was in the hospital. So for that, I'm thankful, because I know that I think we did a good job. And sometimes parents do a good job and your kids go a different route of the people they hang with and get into a wrong path. But the friends that are around here in the room and people that can't come, she's surrounded herself with good people. And I'm thankful for the friends that she had and the family that we have that supported her. So there's so many things I'm gonna miss. She would come down in this high pitch, she would scream for the dog, and I'm like, Brooklyn! It would be so loud, and she would screech. And there was a thing she would do when she was a baby. She would hold my husband's head. There's a part of your skin, your neck goes back, and she would pinch him. He'll be working on the car, and she would poke him. He'd be like, Brooklyn! Brooklyn! I'll be upstairs, and I'll grin in my face, because I'm like, oh, she just got her dad in the neck. Or when we pull up by the car, and she'll look at someone and stare at them, and she'd be like this. I'm like, oh my gosh, please don't embarrass me. These weird things that she would do. She's hilarious. She's a mess. She had so much fun, and she's just a great kid.
And I'm so proud of her. I'm so proud of who she became and what she was doing. And she was going to go big in her life. She was going to go somewhere really far and take care of us. We were going to retire. I don't know if you're religious or not religious, and that's okay if you're not, but there are so many things that are happening in the past 2 weeks that I can't explain. And the only thing I have to say is Brooklyn's watching over, so now I'll explain a few of them. Ashlyn, where you at, baby? Hi. So I asked if I can go with Ashlyn to get tattoos. And her mom, Heather, we went to get tattoos. And there was a little girl talking to me. She was gravitating to us, and she was painting my nails with crayons. And I'm like, oh my gosh, looks just like my kid. She was talking to me like everything, and I'm like, this is crazy. And then when we left the tattoo shop, the skies were so pink, the pinkest skies I've ever seen in my life. And I'm like, oh my gosh, she's here. And then a girlfriend of hers sent me a song. I said, I need all the songs, any songs that are appropriate that I could play. Oh gosh. And then there was a song by Zach Bryan that was Pink Skies. And when we played it, Danny says, she played that on our vacation. We went on vacation the week of October. And I was like, you're right, we did. And Pink Skies. What are the odds of that? And if you notice last few days, more than a few days, there's pink skies and they're beautiful. That's my kid. 100% that's my kid. Peyton, where you at, Peyton? Hey, Peyton. Peyton thought he threw a bunch of stuff away at Brooklyn's, and he randomly found it. There was a bookcase, and it was not in the sun, and he found it, and it was all the stuff, all the memories that Brooklyn made of them for like the whole year and the whole thing that she went through. And you guys bought her a gift. And so you're the first guy that ever bought my husband a gift, because now there's no more boyfriends to give my husband anything because she's not here. So that's really awesome. Anderson, you messaged something really nice to my husband regarding the past. The night before she passed, what are the odds? And that night, there was few of us not feeling well. There was a coworker that I spoke with that I felt off and I didn't have hope. And he was like, don't say that. And I'm like, I just felt uneasy. And then a few hours later, it started. And I will tell you that she did not die in pain. She didn't know what was going on. I wish I was able to talk to her one last time. But now I just talked to her out loud in the sky and how much I miss her, how much I wish it was me they could take and not her. But that's not what God had in planned. So now I'm going to cherish the memories we had. And I'm so thankful and happy of all the friends and coworkers and everyone that supported us, and the kids just showing up unannouncedly. And you are always welcome at my home. You don't have to knock, you don't have to call me, you just show up and you have a safe place. Girls, we can have sleepovers. And a year from now, we're gonna throw the most epic party. Epic party. We gotta finish our backyard, but I can promise you that. I think I'm done. I think that's it. I just want to say thank you to everybody. I have my emotions come in like waves, like the ocean, and everything's not consistent. And sometimes I don't think I have time to even grieve because it's so nonstop, go, go, go. But I know I'll be okay because I have all the support of my friends and family that I love so much. And thank you for everyone that's been here and the people that can't make it, everyone that's live. I love you guys, family everywhere and friends. If it wasn't for you, I'd be lost right now. And thank you guys. I think I'm done. Thank you guys. Does anyone want to speak next? Betty, want to come up? Okay, honey. I survived. Do you want to leave the tissue? Let me take some.
Mr. Epps and Mr. Chesky spoke a lot better than I will, so bear with me. But Brooklyn Shan Snider was the most genuine and inspiring person I've ever met, and quite possibly will ever meet. And we both met each other in dark points of our lives, and within a week of knowing her, I told her verbatim that she had brought color back into my world. And the thing I love most about that is that every single person in this room has her own iteration of that same story. Everywhere she went, she left a trail of love and happiness, and she can meet the most pessimistic people and turn them into prophets of love. She made friends and brightened everyone's lives, and she can make the most reserved people talk. She could make people who hated singing scream their hearts out whenever she was in the car with them. And she could bring passion to people whenever they thought they just didn't have a knack for it. And when we were together, she was all about painting and drawing and art. And she would always be self-conscious about it, thinking that, she would never make anything good. And I'd always reassure her, telling her her art was amazing. And I think seeing her art turned me into an artist as well. And I know for certain that everyone in this room has their own stories about Brooklyn, and she's changed your lives too. They've made you into things you never thought you could be. And she had such a fiery passion for life, and it shined into everyone's souls. And she could turn people who could barely read a couple weeks ago into absolute poets just from passion and hard work and dedication, because she would never give up on people. She always had the same beautiful smile on her face everywhere she went. Even the level to which she appreciated her horses was something I'd never seen from anyone else. And I truly hope that everyone in this room knows that she loved every single one of you. No matter how much you talked, no matter how many times you met, she cared deeply about every single person here and beyond. And I have no idea where she is now, but I know for certain that it's a better place with her there, and that she's smiling down on every single one of us. And so every time you feel a little gust of wind on your back, just know that's her encouraging you to keep pushing and keep going. And she'll always be by your side, no matter if it's a good day, a bad day, or in the middle, because she was there for everyone, always, no matter what. That's all. Anyone else? Okay.
Hey everyone.
You're good. You may start it? You start it? Okay. January 23rd will always be special because it's Brooklyn's birthday. Her favorite colors were purple and pink, and she loved Hello Kitty. She loved being at QT with her friends and just enjoying the little moment. She was the sweetest girl I have ever met in my entire life. She always made me smile and feel truly loved. I know I was really immature when we were dating. We would argue over little things and then end up laughing right after. Even through that, we had a good relationship. She wasn't just my girlfriend, she was my best friend. Being with her felt easy and real. To her brother Dane, I love you, man. I'm always here for you. You're my little brother as forever. Miss Crystal, thank you for always showing me love and kindness. You were an amazing mother to Brooklyn, and you still are. Mr. Danny, you were a great father, and Brooklyn loved you so much. She truly loved her family with her whole heart. Want to read this one? Okay.
She always made us laugh, especially on the drives when you would take me home. Brooklyn was something truly special, just like Mr. Christie says. And then here, but I want to say thank you for Miss Crystal and Mr. Danny for giving me this opportunity and for trusting me. I love you guys. And for Ross, I don't know if he's here. Russell. You asked me to read your speech. You say you really love her. She was your favorite cousin, and that she will always be in your mind. Love you, bro.
Thank you. You did good, babe. You did good. Anyone else? Hold on. Olivia the bestie is coming up. Yeah, girl. Olive.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Olivia Saunders, and as many as you know, Brooklyn was my best friend in this entire world. I want to start off by thanking everyone that showed up here today to show your love and support for her and her family. As we all gather here today, we are not only mourning over the loss of Brooklyn, but to also celebrate a life that touched all of ours in different ways. Brooklyn was the one person that I knew I could trust any and anything with. She always knew how to bring me out of any deep hole that I dug myself in and give me advice that she knew I was never going to take, but still wasted her breath on telling me. I always felt like I could run to her for anything, and when I did, she was there for me every time. Brooklyn always showed up for the ones that she loved and cared for, even the people that would continuously hurt her. She had the most purest soul and endless love that would last all of us a lifetime. That's how I will always remember her. I remember back in 4th grade seeing a girl so quiet and to herself, so I decided to introduce myself to her, and that's the day I officially met Brooklyn. When she invited me over one day after school that year, that's when I knew we were going to be best friends, more like sisters forever. Ever since that first hangout we were together every day, we created a bond that I will forever carry in my heart. From countless sleepovers and hangouts to vacations and different friend groups. And let's not forget about all those late night runs to QT. It was always me and her in the end. I never got tired of being around her. Brooklyn always brought light into any room she walked in, even if it was with that laugh that everyone knew was her. She always knew how to look on the bright side of things and make the best out of any situation. Although Brooklyn was older than me, I always felt like I was her bigger sister. I would always tell her the truth about whatever situation she got herself tangled up in. I always promised Brooklyn that I would be there and show up for her, because that's what she always did for me when I felt like there was no one. Although Brooklyn isn't here with us physically, we will all remember her by her laugh, her kindness, her forgiveness, and the way she made everyone feel seen. I will always carry her memory with me, and I couldn't thank her enough for showing me what a true friend is and giving me a friendship that I will always cherish. I promise to hold you close to my heart and never forget who you were. Brooklyn, I love you endlessly. That's it.
Did anyone else want to speak? You want to speak, baby? Okay. Is anyone want to speak after this? Carry on. Okay, got you. Come up, baby.
Good evening, ladies. Good evening, gentlemen. I'm Brennan Presley. I only really knew Brooklyn for like 1.5, maybe 2 years. But oh, jeez. But in those 2 years, I'm just gonna say 2 years. I'm not one for like. Yeah. Okay. I will say this. I officially met her, met her in modern world history, 10th grade. So yeah, and during that semester, I feel like that was one of the best semesters of my life, of high school, considering her radiance actually
lit it up, like lit up my life, you know? Like, and even though I didn't really talk to her that much, I tried to rub off on her. I tried to take some of her good qualities, you know, like I tried to make sure that I was like, yeah. And I feel like the one time that we actually did hang out was like, I think it was this one day during spring break when me, Megan, Dane, yeah, especially Dana, yeah, I love you, buddy. Yeah, when we just hung out, we ate like these like delicious things called like puffy tacos, I think it's called. Yeah. Yeah. And for, and I don't remember that night for like the people I hung out with, but for that light, that golden light that was in there that actually like made me like keep going. Like I was dealing with a lot during that time that I didn't disclose to anyone. And while I was in that house, I forgot all about it. It was like amazing, you know? Like it just genuinely felt like she was like reaching into me and just making things feel better. I don't know how to explain that, but that's what happened. Mom, you got anything to say?
I think you said it all perfectly.
Oh, one last thing. Brooklyn, if you're looking at us, at me, I thank you for like, even though it was only like really briefly, I thank you for letting me be a part of your family. And I thank you for just making 10th and part of 11th grade all the more bearable, you know? Thank you.
He told me to lose a little weight, so I wasn't really interfere for if that hurts. That never go away. But I just want everybody to know I did love it. We all did. And when y'all do something, don't go to choose one. But when you do, just get on the bus for leaving us. Thank you.
Anyone else wants to speak at all?
Hi, my name is Ashlyn. I didn't have a speech prepared, so bear with me. I met Brooklyn my freshman year through Olivia, obviously, and over there. Me and her, she truly just made the light come out of me. We have so many special memories all together with her. I remember one time she just asked me, like, hey, what are you doing? I was like, I'm up in Lake Norman doing nothing on my jet ski. We went out together and it broke down. We were out there for like an hour stranded. And she had this Forerunner she loved to death. And I remember the day that she got like the rock lights put on it and we went out. It was the best thing in the world. Or me and her, my friends, just going to rodeos, just having fun. Like, there's just so many memories and like us just having deep talks. Like, she was the only person that you could really like connect with and feel. And I just love her. And I'm just so glad I got to meet Olivia, and then I got to meet Brooklyn through that. And she was just my best friend. Yeah. I know. Okay.
I just have a tiny little anecdote. I'm Zara. I like to think I'm part of Melissa and Danny and Crystal's family. But one time, this is, I don't know, 3 years ago, we all went to Scarowinds together. I remember Dane was there, Megan, and I think Russell was there too. My sister wasn't there, so she didn't believe me when this happened, but my dad was there too. And we're all walking. We're starting to leave Scarowinds because it was the Halloween version of it, right? We start to hear what we think are gunshots. And all I remember is we're all like kind of like freaked out. And then later we're all like, okay, we're fine, like false alarm. And Brooklyn just comes wandering out of like the bushes with this random girl that she just met. And we're like, she's like, oh yeah, we just went over in the woods. We jumped over a fence. Okay. And I think that just speaks about how she was able to take anybody, like just random stranger, make them their friend, make them feel comfortable, and was always up for an adventure. So that's it.
That was a crazy day. It was on social media. I still don't believe that wasn't that was true. We're good? Okay. Thank you for everyone who's speaking. I just love the stories, and there's so many stories. We don't have all the hours of the day, right? We are not promised tomorrow, so live life to the fullest. Show people kindness. I try going to work and showing up for anything I do with a smile on my face. I am hearing you guys and the teachers, and she had her own way, but I think us showing her, everyone's going through things, but you can't hold it like that. It would drive you crazy. But I'm so proud of her, and I know she's watching over this, and she's so happy that everyone's here and everyone's supporting her. But don't give up. Whatever's going on in your life, whatever's hard, whatever that just you can't take, reach out for help, tell somebody, and let someone else help you. And know that my house is always a safe place for anybody, and I'm here to help you guys. And know that you're all loved and special, and treat people the way you want to be treated. And if we all can do that, the whole world will be a better place. And I truly, truly know that. And just hug your loved ones and live life and have fun, but be safe. That's all I got, guys. Thank you for coming. There is a bunch of pictures in gold frames. Take whatever you want. If it feels like it's for you or there's a picture of you in it, please take it. Get a Tootsie Roll. Her favorite, she loved Tootsie Rolls. There's a bunch of Tootsie Rolls out there. There's a bunch of great pictures and stuff. If you need a special picture that maybe I might have, I'd love to print them out for you. And thank you so much for coming, guys. I appreciate it. I love all of you guys, and thank you. Have a great night. Okay.
The kids are in town for a funeral.